Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden football.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Carolina Panthers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team that wins.
13 yards, first down, Panthers.
30 base. Let him know.
On 1st and 10, Cash. That's going to be caught by Samuel. There are the numbers for Samuel from that game last week. 2 touchdowns and, don't forget, over 200 yards as well. Not bad.
It certainly seemed like every time you looked up, he was catching another touchdown pass, didn't it?
And if he wasn't doing that, it was a great catch for a long run after it. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, first down. This is Scarlett on the carry. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. They'll run it with Scarlett. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Cash. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Open man is Samuel, complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now. It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of the team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. As we get a peek at the number 2 overall pick from the 2016 draft, standing at 6'5", Carson Wentz.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On the delay, here's Hines. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. He'll check this down to Hines. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 6-0 our score after 1. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. But likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. Oh, the Panthers come hard and they block it. It's picked up, and this is a live ball, remember. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. In for the score. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Able to get the pressure, get a paw on it, knock it down, and then go and grab it and take it into the end zone. What a play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. So here are the Eagles to take over. They fell last week at the hands of the Washington Redskins, but they've got the lead right now. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. To throw is Wentz. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They run the counter. Hines. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing on 2nd down. Wentz. Pass incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Able to find Switzer. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now left side on the swing pass. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cash. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on third down. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra. You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Draw play. This is Hines. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From midfield, here's Wentz. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be second down. Here's Wentz to throw.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. The final shot before break. Cash. And this throw will be intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Carson Wentz and the Eagles make their way out to the field, and he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say not getting right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. On first down, Wentz throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, and now it's second down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 40.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gain?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard is going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. To throw, it's Wentz. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Defense.
And that hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play. Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Get that quarterback!
They run again with Hines. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. An Eagle first down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey. Wentz now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They run with Hines. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
False start. Offense.
Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal.
Hey, man, watch the goose. Watch the
Shotgun now for Wentz. By the tight end, Ertz. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. A carry for Adams. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz. His second touchdown on the season as these guys are able to pull a bit closer.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On first down, Cash. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again. Cash. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now a shotgun handoff to Scarlett. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Cash got his target, Samuel. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They turn to Scarlett again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Cash. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
So now Wentz and the Eagles down by 13, 2:13 remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Wentz now to throw. Open man is Switzer, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 43. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week.
This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing now is Wentz. There he goes left side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
And they turned the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
Carson Wentz, along with his offense, heading back out there for their next possession. He's had quite the turnaround, Charles. At the start of the game, passing game was a little bit of a mess, but he's back on the horse, so to speak.
Love seeing how someone can rebound from a slow start or a tough start. Means that they're strong mentally. They've kind of calmed themselves down. Everyone's rallied around them. Maybe they didn't change game planning a little bit in order to make things better for them.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Now Wentz. And that will be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front.
Oh, the Panthers come hard and they block it. And they will wind up with the football and the possession. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you're doing across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Looking to throw. Cash. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points from me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Check three.
Wentz now on 1st down. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Wentz. They shakes him off. Throw left side complete. It's Hines.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
One final try now for Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but
I like where we're going with this. Though you say one to represent like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for the Panthers, they
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. On deck, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Detroit Lions and the Carolina Panthers. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Carolina Panthers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Hey, lady!
They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Stafford. And the catch made by Johnson.
Let's bring it!
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward. There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
So here are the Panthers now under head coach Ron Rivera. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. I thought the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. There are the numbers for Samuel from that game last week. 9 catches, 81 yards, and a touchdown. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
And he leads the NFL in receiving yards as we come down the home stretch. Weather may be changing across the country, but his consistency remains the same.
To throw on second down, Cash taking a shot for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Back to throw. Cash. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now Scarlett. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line. Throwing on first down. Cash. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the handoff, it's Scarlett. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Now a give here to Scarlett. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards and a Panther first down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Holyfield. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, Cash. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It's not like you're going negative on that.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on, because you might wear the defense down.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak. Got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Call it a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. The timeout here is we got a player shaken up, and that's Johnson who's down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Stafford. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, Stafford. Completes it to Benjamin. And he is going to lose yardage here.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Just like that.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cash. Room here to run. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. To throw on second down. Cash, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. The Panthers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a first down pickup of 8. On 1st and 10, Stafford firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. One of these quarterbacks going to learn, you don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Looking to throw. Cash. And he's got his target. That's more. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Quick edge. Come. Slam.
Hit it.
Back to throw. Cash. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. Looking to throw. Cash. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but it'll be second down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Going back to Moore. This time he's got it complete. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Lions will take over. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 23. So here are the Lions to take over. Last week they got the victory against the San Francisco 49ers. They've got the lead in this one as well right now. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. From the 25 on 2nd down. Stafford throwing deep for Galladay. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Stafford. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford going for the deep. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Golden. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again. Third down here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dontari Poe marches in for the sack.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the second half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the 30 on 2nd down, Stafford. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And we're back now in Charlotte. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. On 3rd down, Johnson. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Now a 1st down throw, Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Lions on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. This is Kelly, and he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
Stafford on 1st down. This complete to Jones. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. That time, a 9-play drive. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Panthers out there ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Back to throw. Cash over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Looking to throw. Cash. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bud Dupree. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Looking middle, and that's complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Back to throw. Cash. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down. Looking to throw. Cash. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. He was trying to go back to Moore there. That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again. Cash. That's complete to Robinson. And he's got this down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. He's at the 30, 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. On 1st and 10, Cash, and he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again, Cash. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Back to throw. Cash eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. A good decision in the end. The pull it and run gets him 9 yards and a first. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does, and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Looking to throw. Cash. Quick slant. Caught by Moore. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And Lambeau will put this one through, and they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They're led out by a man raised in Alabama, went to Florida State. It's their quarterback, Jameis Winston.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Play action now. Winston. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. 3rd play here this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun. Winston. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Taking it about the 16. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
And Lobo. We own net. 6-6. Pull it down.
On 1st down, Cash. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Cash trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to go back to Moore there, but it's going to be 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a 1st down here. Looking to throw. Cash almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, 2nd down. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Cash. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
So out come the Bucs now. And the first drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called, and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Jameis to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lamb. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They've got a 3rd down and 5 to start things out. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Open man has got one. It's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 44-yard line. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Off the play fake, Winston. He completes it to Evans. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Winston of the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now they'll run on the draw. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14. On play action, Winston. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Gay knocks this one through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big gain there on 3rd and long. 61 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A carry here for Holyfield. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Jordan Scarlett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
bashed it.
Super toe.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. To throw is Winston.
I know you're trying to have a scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Winston. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw, Winston. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lamb. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. From the red zone now, Winston. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans. As the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this.
Winston's pass complete to Mike Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now this one complete on the slant route. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3. Throwing on 1st down. Cash. And he's going to find his go-to man so far. That's Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Elijah Holyfield, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Now on 2nd and 13, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. The man wreaking havoc there, Gerald McCoy, the D tackle. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Play fake. Winston. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cash. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Cash. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. Gets through, and now an opening. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
There to stop him was Carlton Davis. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. And they give this time to the tailback. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal. And they will try again from the 2-yard line.
You can't block me. You can't go.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. He'll try to run this one in. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh, yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Winston now. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Winston. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Winston. He's got Evans. Mike Evans. He's going to go. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Into the secondary again. And he'll be taken down at the 26. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as he'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Back to throw. Cash. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Jordan Scarlett, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Point after by Lambo, up and good.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Winston. Going to throw right side here, complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Here's Winston. He finds his target. It's Evans. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now Winston. And the connection not there. Incomplete. Just 14 seconds down to the final couple of plays here. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Winston to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. One last shot now for Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game. No turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for Carolina, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.